Hello and welcome back to another video. I am Mr.Clean and today we're going to be talking about why we should be excited for the PSVR 2. There are a few good reasons and the games are certainly one of them. Now, we also had some pretty incredible news this week about the actual release of the PSVR 2, which I am so damn excited for, you have no idea. We are actually going to be able to pre-order this thing as of the 15th of this month, the 15th of November, and then it's going to release on the 22nd of February. So I am super duper freaking excited. Honestly, this is just the greatest news for me personally. The price point on this thing has definitely been something that's been hit up quite interestingly. Now, personally, I don't really see a big issue with it. It's about the amount I was expecting, maybe on the slight higher end of what I was expecting, but still nonetheless about what I was expecting it to cost. But let me know your thoughts and opinions on that in the comments down below. But now we go into the video, the part that is exciting and why you should be excited as well for this coming out, because we have a ton of really interesting content coming our way. So let's dive into the games. So diving right into this, we have Crossfire Sierra Squad. This is a brand new first-person shooter coming to the PSVR 2. This game looks freaking insane with fast-paced, serious action, and of course it looks freaking gorgeous. This is one of the ones that I'm proper looking forward to, as I am a big fan of first-person shooters and it feels like we're kind of almost getting a COD in virtual reality, and I am all for that. These kind of games are the ones that are going to use the most out of the controllers as well, with the reactive triggers and all of the haptics built into the thing. It's just going to be such a freaking experience. I cannot wait for this game. I'm super duper excited. Next up, we have an big fan favorite. Rush for Blood was one of my all-time favorite games on the PSVR 2. I'm not even a big fan of horror in VR, but it just works so well and I love the franchise. Now we're getting the Dark Pictures switchback. Now, this is going to be a playback on all of the different Dark Pictures anthology games, and we're going to have all of those characters come to life and scare the living poop out of us. Now, I know this game is going to be freaking epic because it's going to use a bunch of cool things from the game, and it's going to use a bunch of cool things from the headset. Things like you can't blink, you must look, because you're not going to get the jump scare unless your eyes are open. As the PlayStation VR 2 has freaking eye tracking, it can tell if you're looking at the scary stuff or not. So these are all elements that are going to add to this game and make it probably one of the most scary experiences of your life, but I'm all for it and I can't freaking wait. Next up, we have Hello Neighbor coming to virtual reality. This is a huge IP to be coming to VR and I'm so freaking down for this. So this is Hello Neighbor Search and Rescue, and it is going to be based around the story of rescuing your friends back from the evil neighbor. So I'm really freaking down for this, and again, it's super exciting to see an IP like this coming to virtual reality, and I believe it's the people that worked on Five Nights at Freddy VR that are working on this, so it's going to be a good port and very solid, and I'm just all freaking about it. And again, this can really use some of the exciting features that we have in the PSVR 2 to enhance the experience, which is one of the reasons I'm so freaking hyped for this headset. Next up, we have the Light Bridge. This is a roguelike shooter with magic and all sorts of other fun things to go with it. I'm actually all for this. It looks very exciting. This is going to be coming to the PSVR as well, so if you still own a PSVR at this point, then hey, you'll still be able to play this one. But it looks pretty dope. I like the art style to this one, and I kind of like games like this in general. I'm always a fan of a roguelike, so I'm pretty down for this one. Next up, we have another incredible freaking shooter, one that I am just disgustingly hyped for. This is Firewall Ultra, and oh my god. Again, this is going to be utilizing a lot of technology within the headset. You'll be able to switch weapons just by a glance, literally looking with your eyes. Now, whether that feature is going to be useful after the first time it's sort of novel or not, I'm interested to find out, but nonetheless, it's exciting to see these sort of tactics being used and implemented into games, so I'm all for this one. I am so excited. Their last game was absolutely incredible, and it kind of became kind of a staple for the PSVR, so I'm super down for this. I can't wait. As I've just said, I'm a hype train for a first-person shooter, so I'm all down for this. Next up, we have Horizon Call of the Mountain. Oh my god, I am so crazy excited for this game. Like, I am a huge fan of Horizon anyway in general as a franchise. I've loved both of their other games, and then to be able to step into the actual world is going to be so mind-bogglingly cool. I actually spoke with Mike from VR Oasis, and he's actually been able to actually play this game, and after speaking to him, he said, yeah, wow, you should be excited for this. It is a full campaign and it is going to be crazy exciting, and it's going to have some replayability to it as well. So I am so freaking excited for this, because honestly, it's just going to open up the world of freaking Horizon, but you actually get to experience it and see all the scale of everything and just see just this game. As you can probably tell, I'm kind of freaking excited. Next up, we have Resident Evil Village, but this is a full official VR port. So we're going to actually have an official port to this. Now, some people have modded this out to actually work and stuff like that, which has been fairly successful. But of course, to actually have a native VR port of this, the actual people themselves making it, is going to have those extra special things to it. And of course, it's going to make use of all of the stuff that's in the PSVR 2 once again. Eye tracking, haptic and freaking reactive triggers, all of these things are going to make this game something incredibly special. Now, I am not a big horror fan, I know I keep saying this, but still I'm going to have to try stuff like this out, because honestly, it's just going to be such a unique experience and such a different way to experience that game, that it's just going to make it something special altogether. Next up, we're going to do a bit of a quick fire round of a few games that are coming out on there that already exist on other platforms, but I still want to make you aware that they are coming to the PSVR 2. So we have Zenith, which is an MMO, which is pretty damn exciting. It's quite a cool game and it's got a huge following behind it. We have After the Fall coming, and oh my god, it already exists on the PSVR, but this is going to take use of all the adaptive triggers and all of the cool things that are built into it. I'm a huge fan of ATF. Then we have Cosmonious High. Cosmonious High is a game made by the developers that made Job Simulator and stuff like that. This one is going to be fun to have on there. It already is kind of fun anyway, so it's going to be enhanced by that. Cities VR, a city builder in virtual reality, is cool. It's a very solid game, and I'm excited to see this be coming to PSVR 2 as well. And Pistol Whip. Pistol Whip is a great game. I freaking love this. It's like an evergreen game that always stays good and fun to play. So I'm very, very excited for the fact that this is going to be coming to PSVR 2 as well. Now, the list doesn't actually stop there. We have a bunch more games coming our way as well. Swordsman VR is actually going to be coming to the PSVR as well. I'm so excited for this. It's already been a very big game for the PlayStation VR, and now it's coming to PSVR 2, so I'm very, very excited for that. I actually work for Stin Studios, the people that make Swordsman, and I can tell you right now firsthand, this is going to be a real freaking nice. We also have things like No Man's Sky, Demeo coming our way, and of course Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which I've, you know, cool games. We've got so many things to be looking forward to, and of course Saints and Sinners Chapter 2, which I'm very, very excited for. But the reason I'm just putting these at the end here is because honestly they already exist on other platforms and they are already going to be out by that point. So we're just sort of mentioning them so that you're aware that they're definitely coming. So really, we've got a ton of interesting content here. I would love to know what you're looking forward to in the comments down below. Which one of these is the one that's going to make you want to buy the PSVR 2? For me, I can easily say that it's got to be Horizon. Horizon is something that is just so... I love it. And I'm just so excited to be able to step into the world. The magic of VR is being able to step into the worlds that you've experienced in other platforms and other ways, and then finally you get to actually be the character, step into the shoes of the character and be just straight up exciting, man. Oh, it's so cool. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. If you did enjoy this, then please do consider smashing like on the video and subscribing if you're new to stay up to date with all things VR, baby, and then, you know, some epic gameplay alongside of it. So I will catch you in the next video, hopefully. If you enjoyed this, well then you, my friend, are going to love this video. It's really good, and I talk about epic stuff in it. If you don't click it, you're going to miss out. And of course, this one's to subscribe, so don't forget about that one. Thank you, goodbye.